You know, this one is titled Jamaica in Crisis. What is actually going on in the news and all of that. So I try to get up to date with everything that is happening. You understand? Because a lot of things missed me. And so there's some news. Can we start off with the dollar being at $161.29? Can we start there? The US dollar to Jamaican has gone to $161.29. You see you, Nigel Clark. All I want to talk about 5 and 4. God not sleep here. Yeah, man. No growth. The US dollar rise, the Jamaican dollar dropping a value. Jamaica, that alone is something to be concerned about. Wow. Lester Coke unalived in car in a crash in Tivoli. That a Dodos Coke family. Wow. Now, I want to start off with this. Esther, how you doing? Uncollected garbage piles up at St. Joseph Hospital. Now, let me show you the picture because sometimes it's like we are exaggerating. People, wanna look on that. Look at that. Look at that. So when I say Jamaica is in crisis, this is what I'm talking about. Just take a look at that. Take a look at that.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
This is leadership. This is a country that, you know, the labor rights want to, Andrew HOLNESS want to tell us that we are in good stead. But just look at that. Let's start off at the healthcare center. Now, all this is going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is invite rodents, right? Insects and all manners of anti-health maggots, all type of thing. This kind of garbage pile up, that is exactly what is going to attract, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys remember the other day when they told us that down at St. Bay Hospital, the linen is piling up and there's maggots in them? Well, St. Joseph's Hospital, look at that. And you're telling me that Andrew HOLNESS and Christopher Tufton still have a job. You're telling me that they're still campaigning for a third term with this? And you, the Jamaican people, more importantly, you guys are entertaining them, asking you for a third term with this? I really don't even think I need to go too deep into that article, but let me just read a little bit of it. Let me see what is happening. If the article comes up, let me just try and catch a little bit of it. There's something happening in Kingston, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the people that are losing their stalls and stuff like that. Somebody reached out to me. I didn't ask them if they were okay with me playing their voice note, but there was some barbershop talk about what is happening in Kingston, and mighty God, it is not good. It is not good at all. As usual, as usual, the Gleaner fails me anytime I'm using my computer. Their articles never want to load up. I guess I have to go to the Observer. It's Leo season. Okay, Leo. Okay. Lord, hey, some things that women do on the internet now, I'm telling you. 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Perfect. When did the internet come in? Like since the internet was in, there's some things that women just would never do on the internet. I'm talking about young and old. But, you know, for clicks and for views, and it boiled down to money. It boiled down to money. Let me just find this article here. Yeah? Favor Williams, I am coming to you. Oh my God, I am coming to you. Favor Williams, wow. What a colossal failure. She is an absolute colossal failure. Remember to tap the screen, ladies and gentlemen. You can double tap it like TikTok. I know it takes a while for my channel is out of the algorithm in the last 12 hours. None of my videos are actually reaching anybody. A large pile, here we go. Yo, don't even listen to me, man. Don't make me have nothing. A large pile of garbage inside the St. Joseph's Hospital compound in Kingston has caused concern among staff and patients visiting the facility for treatment. Black garbage bags and white ones, cardboard boxes with piles, were strewn along one of the hospital's roadway leading to some wards. What? Say that again? One of wait. The black garbage bags and white ones and cardboard boxes with files were sworn along the hospital's roadways leading to some wards. So it's not just that it's piled up at the garbage bin. There's piles of garbage leading to the wards where the patients are. The building stands meters from the filth. The filth, ladies and gentlemen. Doo-doo, trash, garbage, or garbage. The pile, this is embarrassing. The pile is not comprised of medical waste, which would have been even greater concern. The hospital's CEO, Dr. Christopher Monroe, stated that he said it was ordinary waste that had accumulated, having not been collected due to technical issues with the contracted garbage collector. Wait, what? Technical issues with the contracted. So what is happening here? Is it that the garbage collector is not getting paid? This is going to be another disgrace, you know. Wait till you guys hear what comes up. I believe this is going to be another disgrace. It says here that the matter is being attended to. It's not our fault, St. Joseph's Hospital. Fault at St. It's not our fault at the hospital why it's not yet being collected, Monroe told the Gleaner. The people who are to collect it are having some technical issues. Everything on our side has already been procured. Oh, so then pay them. They have been given the green light to pick up. It's not from our end. Monroe did not disclose the name of the private contractor and declined to say how long the garbage has been uncollected with regards to potential health problems from the heap. Monroe said if there were any concerns, the garbage would not be there. So the hospital is saying that there's no concern. He could not say when the garbage will be collected, so there's no time. In the meantime, Audley Garden, executive director of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, explained that generally garbage collection at hospital is done by. You guys are hearing me? Why is my phone doing that? I just saw my phone freeze up a while ago. I can't take any problem today, you know. You guys are hearing me? This is not the day. Are you guys hearing me? If you're hearing me, put that one in the chat, please. Are you seeing me? Am I frozen? In emergency, hold on, let me see if I'm frozen. Hold on, let me go up on my computer. Oh yeah, oh you guys, okay, Bulan, okay, wonderful. I just saw it to freeze up a while ago, so I was wondering. Oh, and I'm going live later on at 6, ladies and gentlemen, to cover the meeting. Alright? That's gonna be huge. St. Thomas, you know, the mayor, the former mayor, and all that controversy. I'm sure he's going to address some things and fire a bun. Anyway, in emergencies, I remember one time at KPH, I wonder if them people attack my phone with them thing. I wonder if them attack my phone. In emergencies, I remember one time at KPH, there was an issue with the private collector, and we were called. St. Joseph's has also done that already. Ladies and gentlemen, this don't sound good. So we do get those kinds of calls, but it's not often said. Gordon, this is no different from other entities who have called us from time to time to do a trip or two because they're having issues with their contractor. He explained. So basically what they're saying here is that it just looked bad. The actual stuff that is in these bags are not that concerning. So it won't attract any. It is not bodily waste or stuff like that that will attract rodents. I know paper itself, yeah, roaches and stuff like that, yeah. Roaches love those types of environments. They love those types of environments with all that paper and stuff. So it's still bad. Anyway, we're gonna move on. That is terrible though. That's absolutely terrible. And they don't even know when that situation is gonna be resolved. Mighty God. Anyway, taxi operator accused of stealing motor vehicle freed. Really? St. Catherine couple recalls frightening moment taxi slammed in their house. Mighty. Can you imagine you're in a living room and a taxi a vehicle just run into your house? Talk about unexpected. Over 200 companies preparing for micro stock exchange. And we're going to get into the business. Custom broker sentenced for rolling $12 million credit card fraud scheme. Damn. Let me take a look at that. Why the fraud situations are so heavily increased in the last few years? You guys agree? You guys agree that the fraud, cases have risen? I have to admit, Mocha has been clamping down on some of them. A customs broker, 40-year-old Nathiel Graham, has been ordered to serve only 3 years. No wonder, no. And Mark Golden, when you're going to pause, sir, there needs to be some legislation where fraud cases are concerned. There needs to be some type of adjustment in punishment. So this person sentenced in $12 million credit card fraud, $12 million. When this person comes out of prison, what is going to deter them from trying again? Only 3 years? I'm stuck right there, so. That is crazy, bro. However, Graham will be released in November as he's already served most of his time, having been in custody since November 20. So this person was just sentenced, right? For 3 years. And now he's been in jail for 3 years almost. So very, very soon he's going to come out of prison. He was sentenced in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court July 11th after pleading guilty to several offenses on September 19th, 2024. Wow. So 2022, 2023, 2024, he's almost out of prison. That is insane, man. I don't know. Jamaica really needs, at least Mark Golden is the man for the job. Mark Golden is the man for the job where that is concerned. Make sure you're on 14 Marky G. I don't business weird in Jamaica under there. 14 Marky G. Guys, just tap up the screen for me, please. Double tap the screen for me. At this corner where my finger is, there should be 3 dots right there. Or somewhere down here, there should be 3 dots on your phone screen. When you press that dot, you see open up and you can hit the light button. Alright? Please. I need you guys' help, alright? If you don't hit the like button, the video doesn't go out. Share the live. Tell people that I'm here. And we have a lot that we're going to get into. Alright, guys. I'm going to move on from that story. I'm going through some stories here. What is this? Barbados reporting increase in gastroenteritis cases. Traffic cop freed of bribery charge. HR Coldplay. Wow, fierce fire in the Turkish Mediterranean coast as government declares 2 disaster zones. Flankers seal peace deal with police. That is amazing. That is excellent news. I saw what's his name? Tamili and I saw a clip with Tamili and Sumfest, and Tamili was saying, you know, them doing a good job on things, so, and them are clean up, and we welcome that, because mighty God, the crime is insane, and I still don't feel safe in Jamaica. I still don't feel. Let me listen to this. Listen to this.
Just tell me exactly what you is that MacBook spend?
Yes, next door.
Aston, Celine.
Alright, so just tell me exactly what you saw and about what time.
Well, I heard a big bang at first, and then I realized that it was coming from nearby. So I rushed out, and when I came out here, I saw my neighbor crying, saying that her father and daddy's under the car. Daddy's under the car because the old man, he was under the vehicle that ran in the house.
About what time was that?
About 10:15 p.m. So they kind of prized the car up and took the man from under it. But there were other occupants in the house, 2 small children. Maybe about 9-year-old, another one about 13 years old. They were also injured. One had a concussion on the head, one looked like she had a broken leg. There was also a small minor baby in the house as well.
Wow.
Along with the mother and the father.
Jesus.
So how many persons were injured based on your understanding from the accident?
3. 2 children and the old man.
So this accident was caused by a car, a bike?
A taxi. A Probox taxi.
So the taxi was traveling, this is what, the Ola, but
it was traveling to the to Spanish Town direction.
So this is the story, guys.
So
this is the story.
You're a resident of Macooks Pen?
Yeah.
This is the story about the motor car that crashed in the house in Macooks Pen, Spanish Town. Wow. Elderly man, baby. Jeez, I'm play that again.
It's next door neighbor.
Alright, so just tell me exactly what you saw and about what time.
Well, I heard a big bang at first, and then I realized that it was coming from nearby. So I rushed out, and when I came out here, I saw my neighbor crying, saying that her father and daddy's under the car. Daddy's under the car because the old man, he was under the vehicle that ran in the house.
About what time was that?
About 10:15 p.m. So they kind of prized the car and took the man from under it. But there were other occupants in the house, 2 small children. Maybe about 9-year-old, another one about 13 years old. They were also injured. One had a concussion on the head, one looked like she had a broken leg. There was also a small minor baby in the house as well, along with the mother and the father.
So how many persons were injured based on your understanding from the accident?
3. 2 children and the old man.
So this accident was caused by a car, a bike?
A taxi. A Probox taxi.
So the taxi was traveling, this is what, the Ola, but
it was traveling to the to Spanish Town direction.
Wow. Wow. Pray for those people. Pray for Jamaica, because you guys noticed the bloodshed. You know, if it's not crime, you know, it's these accidents on the highways. You know, there's just this dark cloud over Jamaica, and it's not even like, it's very, very serious. You understand? President Trump says America and Jamaica enjoy a close relationship, which is built on a foundation of deep ties with both countries. Was speaking on Thursday as a ceremony held in Oval Office at the White House, where Ambassador to the United States, Major General retired Anthony Anderson. You know, Anthony Anderson is probably one of the worst police commissioners of all time in Jamaica, and the man got a promotion. The man got a promotion to be ambassador to the United States. It is only Andrew Holness Award's failure. I swear, he's the most backward leader I've ever seen. He really is. Let us go to this, because you see, this is another crisis, you know. Desmond McKenzie stated that is the first time in a long time the JUTC has gotten some type of, you know, profit. And I'm like, first of all, nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. So we have the monkeys, you know. Please remember the monkeys, guys. I just want you to compile everything that's going on. We have these monkeys found. So there's a serious black market in Jamaica for exotic animals. It is quite clear. They found monkeys, they found all different types of things. There was recently this unique cat or wild cat or something. So there's a trend happening where that is concerned, and we need to pay attention to that, because the health risk potential is ridiculous. What this person say? What is this person talking about? Markland Fagan, what are you saying? Did you make a typo error, or that's what you wanted to say? Because I'm not really going to allow any distractions today. I have too much to go into, and plus I have the 6 o'clock thing, so I don't want to stay on here the whole time. And my black finger is very, very, very effective. So please, could you clarify what you're saying? Yeah, please, could you clarify what you're saying? I really don't understand what you're talking about. Anyway, let me go to Mr. Desmond McKenzie article. Wait a minute, did they take this article out? Oh, I don't see it. But Desmond McKenzie there, sir. Oh, there's somewhere down there, sir. Oh, here he is. I'm going to remember that comment. I'm going to remember that. Mackenzie slams evil taximen. Evil? Did he actually say evil? Cabinet Minister Desmond McKenzie on Thursday urged Jamaicans to reject evil taximen and the opposition People's National Party in its promotion of the government's rural bus transportation program, warning that it would be a grave mistake not to. Mackenzie, who was speaking in the Annan town after a tour of the Clarendon Northern constituency with members of Parliament, the White Siblings, said young girls are being abused by older men when they travel in taxis. So it seems as if it appears that we have a government that is now going to demonize the taxis them, right? So the taxis them, I want the taxi men them for listening, you know. It's not me saying this, you know. This is in the Gleaner. This is Desmond McKenzie, right? So every taxi man is now being labeled as an abuser. Every taxi man now is being labeled as an abuser. It's not some, you know. It's not my word, you know. Mackenzie, who is speaking in Ana, Wagwan Lloyd. Mackenzie, who is speaking in Anantown after a tour of Clarendon with the member of parliament, Dwight Sibley's, I don't even can't pronounce that, said young girls are being abused by older men when they travel in taxis. So the young ladies them that are in taxis are being abused by older men. It's a broad statement, isn't it? Right? It's a broad statement, and he never say some. He never say if it's a majority. He never say it's just a broad statement. So it could be interpreted as he's labeling the majority of the taxi men them and the older men in the taxis as child abusers in it. Now, do not get me wrong. I am not. And it's so hypocritical because his government does not want to release the sex offender registry, so we can know who are the sex offenders, so the young girls and the ladies can, you know, better protect themselves. But let's walk with this. He said when little young girls them go in the taxi, them sit down in a some big man old lap and all sorts of liberty take with the little pitney them. You don't consider the plight of the little pitney them. RDQO, said Mackenzie. His comment follows weeks of ongoing debate. There's no debate. When the right time come, them are going to charge for corruption. The PNP has raised concern about the policies, particularly the inspection regime and the use of retired old buses. I'm not even going to get into all of that. I just want to focus on the fact that this man's argument is that we as Jamaicans must never stop talking about how wicked the PNP is because they want to sacrifice the future of Jamaica. They want power, and them criticizing the buses and all them telling you know we are going to give some taxi men. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are so disingenuous. The fact of the matter is there are some places that the bus cannot go, and the people them live up there. They're going to need taxis to supplement those areas, private operators that they're going to obviously screen and make sure that they don't have no record and all these other things, and make them sign a memorandum. If them go outside of the memorandum, them are going to go to prison for a very, very long time. So what is he talking about? So the people them that is in the yellow bus them that they are going to put in there is the only ones that are clean. Why them can't put some camera in the same vehicle them where these kids are going to be in? It's a very, very simple thing, right? Just like how them can retrofit the doors, then we can spend some money and put some cameras in these vehicles that are going to be considered school buses or school cars to carry children to and fro school every evening. So what is he talking about? So taxi can't use, only the big bus them? It's rubbish. It's a rubbish argument, right? The bus them all, them got broke down in 2 years, tops. Me not ask Christ. And they are gas guzzlers. That means that it's gonna be more money on us, the taxpayers, to pay for that. You understand what I'm saying? And who knows which one of their friends own gas companies that they're going to be getting gas from? Who knows? One big scheme that does not really benefit we the people. You understand? Buy some brand new bus. I was coming on the road today and I saw a police vehicle. The same buses that the PNP are saying that they should buy. The new buses, the 2026. The police them have them. It mark police pan them and they carry them all over the island. So if it's good enough for the police, why we not forget old bus for the pitney them? Why the pitney them can't get the new bus them? We have new plastic pan it, fresh, clean, no sweatina, no poopina. Right? Why we can't get some of those buses? And I was listening to Colin Bell on Portland Spice TV this morning. Big up Colin Bell. Make sure someone go over there, go subscribe. And he was talking about the buses, you know, and he said he don't know of a government that has to pay for duty when I import something. I want me to think about it. I say, why would the government have to pay for duty? They're the government. Why would they have to pay for duty for anything that they're importing? That makes sense. And that was a part of the argument about the buses, you know, we got to pay this, pay that. If they had a direct contact with the United States and said, listen, we need these, we need some school buses or whatever. And they could have worked out something, they wouldn't have to pay no duty nowhere, then just clear that, everything good. I think that's how governments work, right? Because they have a relationship, don't it? That's how it go. So why them a try to convince you say them pay duty? And then he's saying that with that duty money that they're talking about, instead of 100 buses, they could have buy 170 new buses. Something to look into, something to research. But this bus thing not gonna away, no. This bus thing not gonna away. And Daryl Voss in a trouble. Andrew Holness in a trouble over this bus thing. I don't know why even my man there from Upper sent me a run. Because I'm in a trouble from the old police car them all know when they get any millions of dollars them are gone. There has to be legislation where these politicians go to prison for a very, very long time. For them prison terms supposed to triple. If a regular citizen do it, they get long amount of time in a jail. Say for instance 15 years. And if them do it, they get 45. That's how I believe. Because you took an oath to serve us, the people of Jamaica, and do what is in our best interest. And then you come around allegedly a thief from we and a pilferage our dollars. You forget 3 times the amount of time in a prison than a regular citizen who would do the same type of crime. I believe that that's what we need to. You see Singapore in a play, you know? Singapore corruption, anti-corruption law, they're not normal, you know? All when the politicians run go overseas, go live there and catch them. And remember me tell you, you know pretty. Them deal with them wicked. I saw it. You see this government I want to take out impeachment. Out of the blouse and skirt constitution. That was a suggestion by Marlene Mallow Fort and the Andrew Holness led government. Right? These are all facts. Can you know say when I do tabloid? Well, let's continue. Very interesting what go on. We're done with this, Mr. What's his name? They call him Deadman Mackenzie. 911, who is charged with malicious communication over social media post made about the St. Catherine woman is to go to trial in parish court November 7. Very interesting. Alright, we'll keep an eye upon that. Alright, cool. What is this? Reggae Sunfest? No, I don't want to hear nothing about that. Williams. Let us hear this, how this go now. Make we hear how this go from Fairval. Fairval? Where you say go on now, Fairval? Where you say go on now? Let's see where Fairval I say. Williams. Over 24,000 Jamaicans have joined the labor force. Finance Minister Fairval says Jamaica has reached a historic milestone More than 24,000 Jamaicans have recently joined the workforce, saying the number includes over 11,000 people who were previously not seeking employment. Speaking at an event on Tuesday, Williams described the figure as a powerful testament to the country's economic transformation and policy credibility. People, we're going to get into the economics, trust me. I have an article to show you. For you to hear after this. I have to say, 24,200 persons are employed, but what needs to be told is that 11,400 of that came from the outside of the labor force, which means they were on the sideline not looking for a job. You see those people on the sideline not looking for a job, they don't consider them unemployed, you know. And that's why when you hear them say, oh, the unemployment rate is down, context matters. But anyway, I can declare that the job opportunity was so compelling that they came off the sidelines and are now a part of the employed labor force, and it says a lot what's happening in Jamaica right now. She added, according to the latest report, she's so delusional. According to the latest report from the Statistical Institute of Statin, really? Yeah, here we go. Unemployment rate has now dropped to a record low of 3.3%. Yo, I'm not going any further. I already knew that this is what they were gonna come with. It's sad, man. They keep spreading this lie. They keep spreading this lie. They keep spreading this lie.
Moving to Walden University.
Anyway.
Really?
Anyway, moving right along, guys. Moving right along. Moving right along. 20-year-old St. James man charged over seizure of lottery scamming lead sheets and ammunition. EU regulator greenlight injectable HIV drug that could help stop transmission. Yeah, okay. You know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna mosey past it. Man. Golden vows to make cabinet ministers oh yes, Mark Golding was very adamant about that. That it doesn't make sense that, you know, we have a situation where people that are in the parliament, everybody should. Let me just play it. Let me just play it. Not like coming from his own words, you know. Here we go. This is it. I believe this is it. Yes.
Teenagers are building businesses with AI.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Jamaica, in whom I am well pleased, working hard to deliver the victory for the People's National Party. Comrade officers, members of Parliament, our four wonderful, talented, committed, and soon to be victorious candidates for the. I want to big up ability. We have the talent and we have the determination on serving the people.
Hey, how you doing? Rehearse spontaneity. How you doing?
Billions have gone. Hospitals unfinished. This is our mission, comrades. Because dignity should never be a privilege. A family, a mother, qualify for university and college. We get in mind that is their dream. But they use arable land that's for agriculture. We will give you a thing to set you on the road. First 3 women to become person with disabilities, have full access to their work. Let the chips fall where they may. How can we have a situation where the most important anti-corruption institution in the country is in court fighting for its life? A case brought by the Prime Minister himself, trying to strike down the very piece of legislation which he's under
I'm doing well enough. I'm okay.
Investigation for. It's a disgrace. It is a cloud over the image and reputation of Jamaica.
True, man.
We are going to support the Integrity Commission. We are going to support the Financial Investigations Division. We will restore the office of the Political Ombudsman as an office that can look into hanky-panky in electoral matters and bad conduct and provide some recourse to all of those who are doing wrong things right now, tearing down people poster and other wrong things. We are going to look at the God clause.
Yes.
Right now, the God clause is too one-sided.
Yes.
We want a better balance between protecting people's reputation and transparency to ensure that wrongdoing is exposed.
Yes.
There are other models that we can use. New Zealand has a very progressive model. We will be reforming the God clause. And right now, it's only 2 parliamentarians have their declarations published in summary form. Yes. The Prime Minister, well, his own can't be published because he can't get certified. And the leader of the opposition. That don't make no sense to me. Every member of the executive who is in government, they should have to have the summary of their declaration published as a matter of course. That is what good governance requires, and the next PNP government is going to deliver good governance to the people of Jamaica.
So you hear that? The man said it cannot be that it's only the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition statutory declaration being published in the Gazette. Every politician statutory declaration needs to be published. It has to be mandatory, it has to be law. And as a legislator, you guys know that Mark Golding is definitely not playing when it comes to the law. You understand? And I'm very, very happy to hear that, because we're very tired of lack of accountability in this country. And then each one pointing the finger to the next one. I'm sick of it. put the thing in place so nobody can point any fingers, and so we can have some transparency and some good governance. It's kind of like what Portia Simpson Miller did with Mark Golding in terms of the financial prudence and discipline that I hear Andrew is talking about when it comes on to the debt going down. There's a law that's put in place, and I think the Bank of Jamaica, BOJ, they have that power. So it's not like the government has a choice. They have to be financially prudent. They have to be financially disciplined so that we keep our debt at a certain level and keep going down. It's in the legislation. So what we're dealing with here is individuals that are of low character that sees a bag, trillions of dollars in the pool of our budget where our taxes are concerned, and they go, wait a minute, but if I spend 5 years in here, I can be a multi-billionaire. How much can I fleece off of those trillions of dollars in these industries? They come in there poor, and presently they are rich. And Jonas never have no money. And Jonas was broke, dead broke. Could not pay his students' loan when he left school. Allegedly. Never work a job in his life. Don't have a company that we know of that employs people. He has shell companies according to the Integrity Commission report. But yet still, the man is a multi-billionaire allegedly. How, Sway? How? That's all the people are saying. How? Show us. We want to know. Can you teach us how to do that? Am I back?
3 reasons to start Tai Chi workout this summer. In 1 week, you'll see your energy. In 2 weeks, you'll feel your...
Sorry about that, guys. Somebody just called my phone. I told you guys, my phone is down. My good phone is down. So, what is... Am I back now? You guys can hear me now? Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey, you, it's me.
Okay, great, awesome. Thank you. No, I don't know that person. Anyway, moving right along. Gloria, how you doing, Gloria? Salute to you, love. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. So I'm going to go to the article and show you guys something, which is very concerning. Now I was watching. So the thing them can happen the worst time. Wanna come back, man. Share over the life, people. Come back. I need the people them to catch this. This is important. Come back, come back, come back. You guys come back. Come back, man. So I'm very happy that Mark Gordon is taking that stance, and I know he's going to stop watching them girls, Bolo. I'm gonna tell, oh Lord. Shout out to Miss Collins, man. And it wasn't a girl though. Somebody in a car, which is a guy, he was kind of blowing his horn. So I was like, I don't know that person. Nah, if it was a girl, I would say, man, ooh, shorty, you know what I'm saying? You know how I am. You know how I am. 25-year-old stabbed to DEATH in St. Catherine. Mighty God. What caused this? This is what I'm talking about, the bloodshed, you know, in the country. Like, this is too much blood is being shed in the country. Police in Riverdale, St. Catherine are searching for a person responsible for the stabbing of a 25-year-old. 25-year-old. The deceased has been identified as Kevin Robinson, a laborer of Williamsfield District, Riverdale. Robinson was reportedly attacked and stabbed in his community about 1 a.m. The police were summoned and he was assisted to hospital where he was pronounced at 1 a.m. in the morning. Mighty God. There's no more details on that. Heat stroke, health scare for Glenn Washington. Guys, please stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. Jesus. Oh my God. Especially with elder people. Please stay hydrated. Now, let's get to this. So, we hear prosperity in the country. We hear all of that. But one of our major players that was supposed to be the center of this prosperity, remember Nigel Clark and Michael Eachin promised 5 in 4. All right? 5% growth in 4 years in Jamaica. Well, that did not happen, obviously. But Michael Eachin, it appears that he's in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen, or his company is. This is the second time I'm covering this story. I did a video on it, but nobody watched it. You guys really need to share this video and pay attention. I'm big up Andre Stevenson, right? NCBFG mortgages GHL shares for US $300 million bond. What does that mean? Well, let me get into the article, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let the article read. I'm going to let the computer read the article aloud so you guys can follow. All right? My phone is getting hot, so I'm going to turn off my camera. All right? So as to kind of save some type of energy. All right, guys. Hold on. Read aloud. Oh, no. I should just press this. All right.
9 Jamaican dollars and 40 cents billion, 60 US dollar mill lion, was attributable. Jamaican financial powerhouse, NCB Financial Group, NCBFG, has agreed to pledge all of the shares of its majority-owned subsidiary, West Moorings-based Guardian Holdings Ltd, GCHL, as collateral for its delayed 300 US dollar mill lion bond. The move, which is unprecedented in
$300 million US, not 300 million Jamaican, you know. $300 million US. US. Play that back.
risks, Financial Power agreed to pledge Guardian $300 US dollar mill lion bond. The move, which is unprecedented in Caribbean corporate history, exposes GCHL to additional risks if NCBFG does not meet its debt obligations. NCBFG has over 250 US dollar mill lion in debt obligations maturing this year. NCBFG owns 61.77% of GCHL's ordinary shares.
All right, so GHL, right, is at risk because NCBFG owns 61.77%, right? That is Guardian Holdings Limited, you know. Guardian Holdings Limited, you know. Holdings Limited. This is from the Guardian. This is not Bolo saying this. This is from the Guardian. All right? So, they said it's unprecedented. What does unprecedented mean? Unprecedented. Unprecedented definition. It means never done or known before. This is the first. This is how bad it is, you know, for NCBFG. This has never happened. in the history, in the history of Caribbean cooperative entities. The entire Caribbean. No other entity has ever done this. This is a desperate ditch move. Last resort, never been done before. I just want you guys to understand the gravity of this situation. Now, what does this mean for the Jamaican economy? What does this mean for persons that bank with NCB? What does this mean for the bondholders? I'm asking, I'm not a professional. I cannot wait to hear from Ralston Hyman, where all of this is concerned. Ralston Hyman, you see, the language of economics and all of those things is kind of different, because he literally gave me a reference and I went there and I was reading it and I was lost. I'm telling you, you guys could have heard me on the live. I didn't understand one thing that I was saying. The language I don't get. So I'm not here trying to act like I know. I don't know. I'm in the same space as a majority of you guys. I am not an economist. I don't major in that. I don't understand some of these terminologies and what they actually mean. And we're in this thing together. However, using my common sense, based off what I've just read, GHL is in trouble. But I'm asking the question, what about NCB? What is the ramifications? What is the domino effect? What's up, Winifred? What is the domino effect of this situation? Something that has never been done. How far is NCB willing to go with this? And again, what does it mean for what is a bond? Let us look up what is a bond. Let us look up what is a bond. What is a bond in financial terms? Let me just say in finance. Let me look that up. What is a bond? In finance, a bond is a fixed income investment. So these bonds are investments. So people invest in the bond, right? Where an investor loans money to an entity. So people loan money, typically a corporation or a government, which borrows the funds for a defined period. So over a period of time, the money is borrowed at a variable or fixed interest rate. So the money that they lend, the money that they borrow from these people, they are supposed to get an interest on it from said entity. The entity promised to repay the principal amount, the original loan, on a specified mature date. So when they say that the bond is going to mature, it means that at that maturity date, aren't they supposed to pay those persons the interest? So it goes on to say, the entity promises to repay the principal amount, the original loan, on a specified maturity date, along with periodic interest payments. So between periods, maybe quarterly, they get interest. Essentially, a bond is like an IOU, where the investor is lending money and the user is borrowing it. I hope that gives us clarity, and any one of you can go on Google and say and type what is a bond in finance, and you will get your answer, and you can get more clarity of more reading if you didn't just understand what I just said. So these people lend them money, this entity NCBFG money. So they when it matures, they are going to expect their interest and their money. But at this point, what NCB just did is something that was never yet done before. The Jamaica Financial Powerhouse NCB has agreed to pledge all of its shares of its majority-owned subsidiary, all of its shares, you know, West Maroon-based Guardian Life. So all of its shares in Guardian Holdings Limited as collateral for its delayed U.S. 300 million bond. The move is unprecedented in Caribbean corporate history, exposes GHL to additional risk if NCB does not meet its debt obligation. So, if the bond matures and they don't meet the date of maturity, GHL in trouble. That entire company is in trouble. Well, 61.7%, which is majority of the company, is in trouble. I don't know what that means for the other 38 point something percent. I don't know what that means for them. Like I said, don't, I'm just using my little common sense and understanding to follow this thing. And I hope you guys are following me as well. This is very interesting. Wow. This is very interesting. Let's continue.
Shares. To address the maturing debt, NCBFG launched a senior unsecured bond that should have priced and closed in early June. However, the offer was not priced, and investors remained puzzled on the silence by NCBFG.
Wow, so to address the maturing debt, NCB launched a senior unsecured bond that should have been priced and it's closed in early June. However, the offer was not priced. So that's what caused them not to actually do this. Damn.
NCBFG. NCBFG updated the TNT Stock Exchange on Monday, where it revealed that the offer was now a senior secured bond and that an amended and restated offering memorandum was released. NCBFG expects the offer to price and close shortly. The notes will be secured by a first priority charge over the shares in Guardian Holdings Ltd., which is owned by NCBFG. Therefore, in the event of the notes default, available mechanisms allow the use of collateral and the related proceeds to repay the notes. As a result, our rating on the proposed notes remains at the same level as the issuer credit rating, given the note's seniority, Fitch explained. The memorandum explained that NCBFG would pledge all of its 143,326,379 shares held in GCHL as collateral for the bond. However, 127,873,515 GHL shares are already pledged for $166 and 76 cents million worth of debt. Contacted for comment, GHL Chief Executive Ian Chinapu said, "We can clarify that GHL shares were previously pledged as collateral to regional bondholders for debt, which is to be fully repaid by this $300 million bond offering. So, substantially this represents no change for GHL." Chinapu confirmed that the GHL debt that is being paid off by some of the proceeds of the NCBFG bond totaled $173 and 51 cents million. The $173,513,383 and 40 cents of the net proceeds from this offering of the notes will be held in the escrow account until the prepayment of each item of designated escrow debt no later than the dates set forth in the escrow release schedule described in description of the notes, escrow of proceeds, special mandatory redemption. GHL traded at $16 on Wednesday on the TNT Stock Exchange. That valued NCBFG shares at $2.29 billion or $337 and 74 cents million. Speaking in October 2023, when she was leader of the opposition, Prime Minister Kamla Persad drew attention to the interconnectedness of NCBFG and GHL. There can be a cascading failure within our financial system due to the numerous interconnecting linkages among the NCB Financial Group, Guardian Holdings Ltd, GHL, local banks, and financial institutions within our country, she said. Guardian Life Ltd, GLL, purchased the insurance and annuity business of NCB Insurance Agency and fund Managers Ltd. in September 2020 for $4 Jamaican and 90 cents billion, or 30 US dollars and 38 cents million. NCB insured preliminary memorandum indicated that cash potential.
This is crazy. They're really in trouble. They are really in trouble. They're really in trouble.
Raised 20. There can be a cascading failure within our financial system due to the numerous interconnecting linkages among the NCB Financial Group, Guardian Holdings Ltd, GHL, local banks, and financial institutions within our country, she said.
So, this is Prime Minister Kamala Persad Bissessa, leader of the opposition. Oh, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, so Trinidad and Tobago is concerned about the interlocking and the linkages, the interconnected linkages among the NCB Financial Group, Guardian Holding Limited, local banks and financial institutions within their country. Now, Jamaica, should Jamaica be concerned? How is our banking system set up? I cannot wait to hear from Ralston Hyman. I cannot wait to hear, because I really need to understand the gravity of this. All I can say is, if they are concerned in Trinidad and Tobago, I need to know what is it like in Jamaica. Should we be concerned? Just asking. Let's continue. Let's continue. Yo, this is bad, man. This is really bad. This is really bad.
Said. Speaking in October 2023, when she was leader of the opposition, Prime Minister Kamala Persad drew attention to the interconnectedness of NCBFG and GHL. There can be a cascading failure within our financial system due to the numerous financial group, Guardian Holdings Ltd, GHL, local banks, and financial institutions within our country, she said. Guardian Life Ltd, GLL, purchased the insurance and annuity business of NCB Insurance Agency and Fund Managers Ltd in September 2020 for $4 Jamaican and 90 cents billion, or 30 US dollars and 38 cents million. GLO will now purchase the pension fund management portfolio from NCB Insurance Agency under a planned internal reorganization. The preliminary memorandum offer document for the $300 US million bond indicated that NCBFG is pursuing various strategic transactions to generate cash flow to reduce the group's debt. These potential transactions could potentially raise 24 Jamaican dollars and 80 cents billion, 154 US dollars and 90 cents million in
Hold on there.
From America, right?
Yeah.
We deal with crime and some different things.
Yes.
And at the same time, security business. And at the same time, when you ask America to help him, then decide to help him. And the way in which they decide to help him, it is free of cost.
Yes, yes.
So the man then came to the extreme and show him the way how them look about film security with crime. They are giving him the same package too.
Yes.
Right? So when the man supposed to ready and continue the package when go ask and tell the man when he come in and all of that, the man read him not turn up nothing at all. So quite likely him go to approach the people them like say in approach the people them, yes, like saying you have the interest to stop the gun business them and the illegal things them what are happening in our country. He's so eager about it. And at the same time, when they decide to help him, the man flap the interest. So you want the people them to live into a fuming world to say in doing the things, which in physically in done. So how come comes, I try to fool up the people them up America like I'm a fool we don't hear. And now the man not answer to the people in a cost him $1, you know. And if we protect the place from bringing in the guns and the bullet them and all them wicked sitting there. And when the man then decide to help him, the man not no interest.
Hold on there,
What kind of madman this?
Hold on there.
One in a country and we as citizens will look to say, yes, the thing I look after. But physically the man not do nothing. He want we to live in the mental state like say, yes, it happen and nothing not happen. And when this happen with, but at the same time you can see the illegal behavior and the legal movements where him do behind the back. How can we describe this man towards a prime minister of your country? You can understand this here. You know, it's a big mafia business this. And when this here.
You refer to something where...
big mafia business this.
You hear me? You refer to something where Will Rattigan they put out?
Yes.
You talk about when Oris Chang and them did link USA for secure the bar for secure the border them? Huh?
Yes.
Oh, you just see that video there?
Me backside. Listen, me just see the video. Me wonder if I found it for 3 minutes. And I must say from 2000. I found about what? I must say 2003.
A few years ago, man.
But you need to rewind again and the people need to know about this.
Well,
hello.
I've got to play it because you see there's so much things, you see the government, yeah? A whole heap of good things,
Christ,
man.
I can't believe myself.
No.
Man, if you think so, we are mad smart here.
Man, them a PR government, man. They're not really business.
This is something you want to put out, man. You want to put out the backside because this is one thing the democratic people them of America, they have a conference then and they say that with what the Republican are do they now, you know, they are creating the economy there just for the big people, because big people they not pay no tax, and the small people they might take away health care from them. Hospital, health business out for lockdown hospital and all them type of bring down thing like where you see the man a bring down pound with out here. Same thing the Republican over there actually bring on to the people them. I bring down the people them poor and sufferation and them something there. Jesus Christopher, me cannot believe. So as the Bible say, poor and the rich are go richer.
What?
My backside, me say when me see this, me wonder say how would you say for me Jesus, because the man a beg for help and them a give man free and cost help. And the man not bringing in present to it.
Yeah.
The mama red, hello. Me say, and you will not get rid of him in a boss, man. Backside.
Terrible, man.
And you will not get rid of him, I better than let out the monkey and the animal, them up a zoo, make them come eat we up down here.
Wow.
Because me I tell you, say, boss, man, a serious thing, you know. Whether we dead or whether we live, you know. Backside. No, sir. When me see it, me frightened and I found when it upon the thing, I never pay no mind. And one mind, so if you put it on and look, when me see the reading, when me hear the man talk out of his mouth, how the man left Jamaica, going gone America, gone look interest for border business and for gun and something come like place. And the man then decide to give him the help and the stuff he hit. Backside the man that turn up, say want the people them to believe, say, he have the interest. For protect those things, giving them the feelings, you know, so them to live into the assuming world to say yes, he might do it, but physically not done. And when they say, I wonder if they write down the same thing, they don't look on him. And what they and take it as notes and I look on him and see what I go on here now. Because right now, if they put up then something there, so much 100 gun could have come in how much bullet. No.
That's true, man.
Well on there.
That's true, man.
We need the interest of the international human rights business. Because the man wants to live in a certain in a the imaginary world. And that him a put we in. But
PR,
at the same time,
PR
when you
government.
come on to big man and big people, them are freedom.
Yes, man.
Christ. It's about to backside, no sir. Hello, want make you know so we not mad smaddy down here, you know. We not mad here. Backside, but the direction where you are going, no matter how people talk and talk and talk. You say that say you build up this, and you broke ground for this, and you broke ground for that. And the backside, you know, remember say, and you know, see say the hospital them for look about. You know, see it. Why you skip over where you do on the backside, we take note of you. You need to backside, stop what you are do, and move forward. Move forward to the hospital. Backside around with you, no get the ears like so no, on the backside ignore what I go on. You see right now, them attack so right now say, them hospital in the western Europe, there, who fit take blood tests so they can't do no more at the hospital, they have to go a private place. And when the backside are gone, and yes, still you have big old mouth to go, they go talking about say, vote for Jamaica. Hello, Jamaica, no wake up, make we defend we sin thing, cause the man attack we and bring it down to zero. On a Felix Marker, on a Felix overseas news too, and compare it to what you see going out here. And to see whether we have moved the right track or the wrong track, people. And just not listen where you hear. We are out here. Look for yourself and listen for yourself. And see, say, the way in which the man is going is to condemn we completely. Take away our medical business, our hospital for lockdown, and I want it for backside sinking because no hospital now fix. The man hungry look away for gain, for him way, and put up himself to be leader again, and have we done in a condemn living. Jamaica no wake up the hospital for we.
True.
Jesus Christ, this is unbelievable. And every day get worse and worse. And them a go on like say, them now say, since it not going on. Why you coming out here to skin a teeth people and looking our eye? And if you notice say poor people under the condemnation here. You know, see no rich people are the code. So people now see the thing set up to beat them poor people. Stop jump around with him because all them not design right now of beat down the poor right down. So they want we to give them the power to do it by giving them the rights to law and them bring on what they bring on power way. Who don't feed people? Look how long we talk about hospital. And every backside hospital right now. Now give out the thing where we're supposed to give out to look about people. And right now, me get to understand, say, up at UWI parking ground where them a park there. Allegedly I heard. So the people them have to pay for in the park of the hospital. And that a go on, you know.
So here.
Jesus Christ of his mercy. Hello, so something the people that come with me not know how, you know. And at the same time, the man they talk about, say, the local government one talk, say, I my local when name this man talk, say, people have got to pay for their light all in a market. And we kind of come down this span way. And everywhere you look for a pay garbage, but hello, them not say no cleanliness not going in their country. How you not see it? And we are going to stay and suffocate into the thing after I blew up some virus power. Remember, say man say a corner shop against damn same thing. Well, no, we are putting more lockdown come people, no, see where going. While them gone, but them place don't have time. And our time is to lock up in the house. People no get real. Is the Antichrist, is the man law, man rule. They might bring down power and put where God rule. That's we not have no right. When you see a revelation we're in, there is no turning back. Because the world is changing. But we need a leader who have the interest of the Master God people then. Who have the interest of the people for we in Jamaica. If we do not have a leader who have the interest, dog, go and yam our supper because everything that is bitter, him is going to issue it out or dish it out to we. School with reading, that not in existence. They are putting people without the qualification who can do the work in the areas they cannot do it. So therefore, is a no that foolishness.
What?
Lord, may I pray for us again, give us some understanding and some knowledge to see that we are going down the hill without any breaks.
What color?
This condition here is not good for you, man. When everything broke down, it broke down people. And see, man, I push on the digital business fan way. What a backside when everyone, everything gone in a digital. And we want buy one drink to drink and cannot buy it. The first world country use digital and then use money. And we, as a little poverty people out here, can't find nothing. Right? $500 a pound for turkey neck. If no more, at some place. Kiss me backside. I want to go on. This is something frightening and people do. Don't listen just to Jamaican news. Listen to some foreign news and see what is going on because it's a changing world now. But we have to go with the person we have the interest to read. When you say if we hungry, or plow the ground and fix food as we can get food to eat, we can get water to drink and all that. When I tell the water, I take away from we. When you say Kevin tell you the whole same thing. People, leave the Antichrist alone. Let them alone and let us not go to hell with the Antichrist. We have bring down the foolish law upon we to keep the poverty and broke more. We and we picnic. While them up there in an AC, big vehicle, and pretty this and pretty that, then can go in a hotel go fla like what they doing at the COVID after we. Hello people, Jamaica, let us see ourselves. Market G we say. Market G, we say, cause Market G love the interest of the people. Make we give Market G the chance. Please, and let us leave the hell. Let us leave the evil. Let us leave the Satan alone, making one turn out in the wilderness. Make the evil and the devil know if it came along hell. Let us do not go to hell because now is the time to choose good or bad. Please and thank you. Goodbye.
All right, Mama.
Yes, my boy. Good.
Mighty God. People, boy, that was a well-needed intermission. Now, to give context to what the lady I talk about, you know, so I'm going to play the video. I'm going to find it. I'm going to play that video there where Will Rattigan expose where Oris Chang and HOLNESS do. Let me just tell you right now, them not have no interest for secure borders. Them not have no interest for stop drugs and guns from coming into the country. In my opinion, based off of the information where Will Rattigan exposed, it tells me that they have no real interest to stop those things from happening. All right? But we're going to finish up the article here and then go back to it. Zin, let me go up to it top up here, so just for context. Right at GHL.
Aggregate cash flows. One such transaction was the sale of Toma Exploitatai BV by GHL traded at $16 on Wednesday on the TNT Stock Exchange. That valued NCBFG shares at $2.29 billion or $337 and 74 cents million. Speaking in October 2023, when she was leader of the opposition, Prime Minister Kamla Persad drew attention to the interconnectedness of NCBFG and GHL. There can be a cascading failure within our financial system due to the numerous interconnecting linkages among the NCB Financial Group, Guardian Holdings Ltd, GHL, local banks, and financial institutions within our country, she said. Guardian Life Ltd. GLL purchased the insurance and annuity business of NCB Insurance Agency and Fund Managers Ltd. in September 2020 for $4 billion or $30 and 38 cents million. GLO will now purchase the pension fund management portfolio from NCB Insurance Agency under a planned internal reorganization. The preliminary memorandum offer document for the $300 million bond indicated that NCBFG is pursuing various strategic transactions to generate cash flow to reduce the group's debt. These potential transactions could potentially raise 24.
You know what that mean? No money now run. And the man them in a debt. So they might try to find creative ways to generate money for pay off their debt. That's exactly what that means. Let's continue. NCB in a problem, people. What that mean for Jamaica economy, I don't know. Because economy don't feel already.
24 Jamaican dollars and 80 cents billion, 154 US dollars and 90 cents million in aggregate cash flows. One such transaction was the sale of Toma Exploitatai BV by Guardian Holdings Ltd. GHL on January 24th for 20 Jamaican dollars and 50 cents billion, 128 US dollars and 5 cents million. NCBFG recorded an after-tax gain of 15 Jamaican dollars and 10 cents billion, 97 US dollar million, of which 9 Jamaican dollars and 40 cents billion, 60 US dollar million, was attributable to NCBFG shareholders. Tagged in. Recommended for you. Cardiologist. The simple trick to shed belly fat after 50. It's genius. Sponsored Health Watcher. Shaking hands?
So that at the end of the NCB article. Sorry about that. It says one trust transaction was the sale of Toma Exploit. Yeah man. More man. No, nothing to do with this. It says here that one such transaction was water to do. Yeah, one water. Yeah man. One such transaction was the sale of Toma Exploitatai BV by Guardian Holdings Limited on January 24th for Jamaican 20.5 billion, US 128.05 million. NCBFG recorded an after-tax gain of 15.1 billion Jamaican, that's US 97 million, of which 9.4 billion Jamaican, US 60 million, was attributed to the NCB shareholder. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let me call back this lady and tell her to send me the link to the video where she watch, so I can play a phone. Yo, me say, you have to watch Rattigan show, you know. Rattigan dropped some all today. You're supposed to drop some serious thing about the bus. You understand? Yeah, man. Me and one of them people, me have to give credit to where credit is due. You understand? The man, they are investigator. The man, they are a former retired FBI agent. You understand? He's lucky that he's a advocate. Because he never have to care, and him never have to take him time out. And if Mr. Rattigan watch me show me, that's like you said to Mr. Rattigan, thank you. You understand, man, like Mystic Sensation, Mr. what's his name again? The General, Melting Pot, Pastor Ricky, Daisy, everybody. Mr. Wayne Lonesome, of course, Andre Stevenson, Atta 5 Press, ABI News TV, Talk Your Mind TV, everybody. Dre Bryan, there's so many. Sulfur, you see me, I say, Hot Water, Hot Topic, Hot Water. You see me, I say, there's so many vloggers where they might fight for change, positive change in our country. Understand what I say? So big up everybody, every single vlogger. The one them bigger than me, the one them have less. Colin Bell, big up Colin Bell. You understand? Big up Aromatic TV, big up all them on them. I call back this lady and tell her to send me the link or she watch the video. Because if I go dig it up, I'm glad she called me, come like a God send her. Mighty God. No, sir. When you hear from the lady the frustration, when the people then find out what the government them really do, and they make it so keen for themselves, that somebody will realize. But hold on. Hello. You can send me the link to the video? Huh?
Okay.
You can send me the link to the video where you just watch?
Oh, I'm going to try and find it back.
Do you know just watch it a while ago?
But I'm busy to do something here now.
I play more and play, man. That's why I'm telling you to send you. I play more and play. I try to find it still.
I know, so I play one place.
Because it is so far down in our history archives of the thing now, me.
I understand. I try to find it back to send it on to wherever.
You have to share it, man. You have to share it, man. Yeah, man, share it.
Yes. All right, now make you get it. Me go and make you get it. Now try to find it back.
All right, cool. Me busy. I'm busy like a bee. Will Rattigan. No. Will Rattigan exposed HOLNESS or strong. Yeah. I think I have video. Yeah. I believe it's this video. Copy. Alright, my people. Soon sort out. Alright, I think I this. Good morning. Lot about. So
I don't want to name the names because I'll leave out somebody and then never, me have to go pay.
Speaking general terms.
But Ali, you know the crew who show up at midnight. The crew should see big time. There's one thing that I was planning to speak about for quite some time. And again, that's one of the reasons why Kevin said, you know what? You keep on putting out some of these things and you need to get to them. So, because Jamaica is content rich. So, no matter what you talk, if you talk about 10 things tonight, you'll have 10 more things to talk about next week. And he's absolutely correct. Somebody in the chat mentioned some spoilage. We're going to talk about that, but let me just kind of warm up the crowd and show you something that is just depressing. Look at this, people. Look at that. Let me big it up here. Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Fast forward. Come on here and the real. Fast forward a little bit. Come on.
Cozy. Find the.
You know what I'm saying? They're doing. Alright. Damn. That's so far ahead.
Okay, me now because Derek, when me talk sometimes I close my eyes enough, so I don't even really look on the screen. So blame Kevin. Alright? But I'm gonna show you something. Alright? There is a group of people.
Listen to this.
Maybe it was a group of people. Called Port Management Security Limited.
Julia,
and they've been trained to intercept guns, illicit drugs, and other contraband from entering through the seaports. And not too long ago, their jobs, they were being made redundant. And here's one article that Mr. Fitzjackson took on this issue. And they say, but if these people have been trained to ferret out these things, then who's going to take over if we get rid of them? And there it is. Their success in intercepting legal goods was not solely due to the collaboration with the JCF and Jamaica Customs, but also owed greater to the specialized skill set and professionalism of their team. So that was one issue. Here is Mr. Fitzbay again asking to address the job security because he's saying, look, our borders are porous. These people are great at doing what they're doing, and so we need to have them continue doing what they're doing. I don't recall what's happened since then. This was March of this year. Here it is, Mr. Fitzjackson again. He's taking on the spite, and the government was going to take over port management security and put it under customs. And so there was some issue there. They're still arguing. At this point in March, they were still arguing about it. Because here it is right here. Look at this sentence. It says, the decision to integrate PMSL services into the Jamaica Customs Department raises concerns among its over 85-member team, noting that the recent interception of 64 guns and nearly 1,000 rounds of ammunition underscores the crucial contribution they've made to national security. So that was their role. They had a specialized skill set. So
and recently there was some In the news, allegedly there was some barrels of gun that was found. If I'm not mistaken, I got some message about that. Yeah, the borders, the ports, not no. Jamaica is fully corrupt, fully.
Let me see which one is this. And there in May, they were supposed to meet with them. These are some of the guns that they found in Montego Bay to discuss the future of their jobs. No, I don't know. And now in June, 60 of them to lose jobs. There it is right there.
So the entity that has has been given the directive to help protect our borders is cutting back on the personnel that are being used to protect our civ-like borders.
Correct. Now, here's a border protection unit from Jamaica Customs.
So that is significant, right? They're cutting costs where the already unprotected border is concerned. I want you guys to pay attention to this, because this is an amazing story.
Agency. I didn't even know that the customs was involved in doing all this stuff. And look at this. I tell you, Jamaicans are very good when it comes to structuring things on paper, putting things on paper. Because here it is, they have a border protection unit, they have an intelligence branch, they have a risk management. You can't see it because I can't enlarge it on my screen, but I can tell you. Just take my word for it. They have a risk management branch, they have a contraband enforcement team branch, and they're going on, and they started when the U.S. government started making noises about Jamaica being a transshipment point, and so they decided that they're going to form this group, and this group will be responsible for, along with the other groups, to defend Jamaica's borders. And it says they're going to secure the borders and safeguard citizens, and they're going to partner with JCF, JDF, Coast Guard, Port Authority, Ministry of National Security, blah, 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 blah. So that's one of them, right? That's what Customs is responsible for protecting our borders. Now, I hope you guys remember, maybe you don't remember, in July of this year, there was a breach at the Sanston International Airport, and flights were cancelled, emergency protocols initiated, disruption, because they thought that a firearm had passed through the pre-boarding screening machine section. And so, they closed on the whole thing. And Mr. Var said, I want a review of security at Jamaica's airports, all of them. And remember, we talk about the airports, right? That is not 3. It's about 17 airports in Jamaica.
Wow.
So I want
17?
all the airports. Want an assessment, security assessment done. No, here's one of the problems.
17.
The Chinese, they manage the Freeport. Out at Newport East, Newport West. They manage that. What kind of security is out there?
That's intelligence then, dude.
Who's in charge of the security out there?
The Chinese.
How do you know what's being brought in?
Exactly.
When?
And
from where? For what purpose? Especially if you're talking about consumable, items like foodstuff, cigarettes, and all that stuff.
Right.
Do we know if some of those things are tested to make sure that our people are not being poisoned? I don't know if they've done that. Here's another one. Our former minister, our former police commissioner.
When you part, when you come out of Portman,
signing Interpol agreement, gathering stuff. Now forget about that.
Very pertinent.
No, that's one I just showed you, the border protection unit. I'm showing you all this because we're going to get to something that's going to shock you.
Yes.
Now, here's where our Prime Minister said that his administration has made the largest investment in the country's border security, and he gave a wonderful speech. He said, "No, we have vessels to prevent illegal entry, and
yeah, man,
and we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that. But even with the state-of-the-art boat that he has there, the Asians are still coming into Jamaica using rafts. I don't understand how is it that you have a raft up there with some people and you have...
How is that? How do you have a border security, right? How do you have a border security and people are coming through, and I'm talking about on our shores, and you have people coming through rafts I'm talking about, man. But guess what? They have, cut back on the resources. So yeah, it makes sense, right? Cut back on the resources means less manpower. So yeah, let's continue.
State of the art boat with the radar, and then can't pick up nothing. And in fact, in this speech, he says, now we have several vessels of extensive capacity, not just to prevent illegal entry, which we do quite a bit, and we do now serious work to ensure that we don't have a massive migration flow from Haiti and other countries. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Absolute nonsense, people.
Nonsense, bro.
Which one is this?
Come on, man.
This is September 2023. He says we're bolstering our border.
Winifred and Husina.
We're moving to strengthen our capacity to protect our borders from the increasing flow of guns and drugs from North America and other parts of the world. More talk. Here's customs. See? For those of you who didn't believe me when I say customs are protect borders, them have them both here, I know. Jamaica Customs Agency advancing its border protection capabilities. And in their fight against illegal activities, they're training people, and they're doing this, and they're doing that. We're getting their people. And here's this Prime Minister again saying we're gonna bolster our border security to stem the flow of illegal guns. That's a border protection while we talk about that. And look at this one. Jamaica pours 11 billion into border security, including coastal radar. Right? 11 billion.
That's a lot.
This was 2018, folks.
2018.
March 29, 2018.
Facts and evidence.
Right? We're getting there. Stay with me.
Stay with us.
More nonsense from the Prime Minister. Oh, let's forget that one there. Not that. All right, here's one. 185 pounds of cocaine seized at Norman Manley International. And don't forget, remember the one that the big seizure over at Boscobel, Ian Fleming Airport, where we were promised that arrest would soon be made by our former Deputy Police Commissioner, Mr. Fitz Bailey, who's now, I think, acting police commissioner down in the Turks and Caicos. I don't think the Turks and Caicos people did their due diligence. But he said that he was going to make arrest, that the JCF was on the verge of making arrest for years now. And nothing has happened. And if you notice, they're finding drugs all over the airport. But tell me when was the last time you hear them arrest somebody?
That part.
You always hear them say they're going to, they want to. Nothing happens. No,
this is an indictment on us, the Jamaican people, to be honest with you. We have they just, listen to what the man just said. Who is, like, where's the journalism? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this is crazy, bro.
Why do I go through all the trouble to show you all of that and talk to you about our border security? Not to mention, the ports. We didn't talk about the ports yet. Why do I go through all of the trouble and tell you all of that? Because, I'm going to show you a document now that would have solved all of these problems. The problems at the airport, where they can't, drugs show up there and they can't figure out who brought the drugs there, no arrest, not like that. All right.
So, this is important. He just showed you the problems in Jamaica where drug smuggling and all of that is going on, right? And what the Prime Minister promised, right? And now he's going to show you the solutions that was presented to the Prime Minister some years ago. Let's go.
I'm going to show you a document now, right? But before I show you the document, let me tell you this. There's a company called Secure Report. I don't work for them. I'm not looking at a job from them. All I know is that they're internationally known for securing airports. And if you drive on, those of you who live in the DMV area, if you take 495, as if you're going to Dulles Airport, and about maybe 5 minutes before you get to the airport, look to your right. And you look to your right, you're going to see there's a big building there. There's a Rolls-Royce dealership. It's the big sign, Rolls-Royce dealership there. Next to the Rolls-Royce dealership sign, you'll see Secure Report. That's where I think that's their main location. They're providing security services all over the place, all over the world. We're going to show you all of that. But here's what happened. On June 22nd, 2018.
2018, you know. Listen.
They met with the leader of the opposition, Dr. Peter Phillips, and they met with his assistant, Mrs. Imani Price.
Okay.
And the purpose of that meeting was to provide a proposal.
Right.
Say, this is what we can do, this is how we'll do it, this is how it will help Jamaica. And this is how it will help Jamaica's standing in the world, as far as security.
Right.
On the same day, June 22nd, 2018, they met with the Minister of Security. Who was the Minister of Security? Dr. Chang.
You hear that? Dr. Chang. You hear that? Dr. Chang, that is alleged, ladies and gentlemen, to have some alleged criminal background in America. There's a Wikipedia link that describes him into, I believe it's organized crime. Yes. And he's our Minister of Security, I believe. Listening, I want you guys to pay attention. It is important for you to know these things that we're going through. And just write it down on a piece of paper, everything what I say. And you see when we finish the live stream, when you look back on the piece of paper and go, holy ish. Let's continue.
They met with him and his team, and they explained the whole proposal. And there was a suggestion that the proposal should be emailed to the permanent secretary. In fact, the minister himself told them, okay, nice presentation. Now I want you to email that proposal. And I have the proposal. And I also have the what do you call it? The email? No, not the email. The slide presentation. I have the proposal and the slide presentation. And he said, send them to my permanent secretary. From June of 2018. June of 2018.
Now, for those who don't know, Will Rattigan, that is a member, the gentleman that's talking right now, he's Jamaican. You see the background that he has behind him as his green screen, that is where this man, you know, a form that government is incomplete. I think they would put into other government and he's not seen and stuff like that.
Then they met with the government, they met with...
Wait a minute.
The email was sent 45 minutes after that meeting. Not 45 days after. Remember, they met with the leader of the opposition and his assistant, and they said, this is what we're going to present to the government. Then they met with the government, they met with the Minister of National Security, said, this is what we'd like to offer you. And he said, you know what, nice, I like it. Email it to my permanent secretary. 45 minutes later, it was sent to the permanent secretary. On the same day, all of this took place on June 22nd, 2018. Same day, they met with a gentleman by the name of Nari William Singh. He's in charge of Civil Aviation Authority. He was in charge. I don't know if he's still there.
He's still there.
You know the name?
Yes.
Okay. Now, 3 months went by. No response. No response. On the 20th of September, same year, 2018, the U.S. Embassy sent a message to our Prime Minister. For him to meet with secure report people. Because the U.S. Embassy, remember now, the Jamaican government has been interacting with its international partners regarding border security. So it makes sense that the U.S. government, with whom they've been conducting liaison and meetings, whatnot, say, hey, listen, secure report, Mr. Prime Minister, they were here 3 months ago, whatever, take a look at this. We believe that this is going to help the border security. Take a look at this. And they were also asking, why is it that we haven't heard anything after 3 months? On October 9th, 2018, the Prime Minister's office response to the embassy was that secure report should stay in touch with the Minister of Security.
Hold on there. Hold on.
Secure Port met with former opposition leader Dr. Peter David Phillips and Imani Duncan Price. Okay. Then Secure whatever went and meet with the Minister of National Security, Dr. Harris Chan. He told them to email his permanent secretary. Immediately, was about 5 minutes after it was emailed. And then the American embassy asked to meet with the Prime Minister of Jamaica, that's what?
Yeah, 3 months later, after the email was sent with the proposal, the embassy contacted the Prime Minister's office and said, listen, we need you to meet with the secure port people because you're always talking to us about border security and we're trying to help you. Here's a company that's internationally known and we're asking you to meet with this company. The Prime Minister's office responded, go and talk to the Minister of National Security, with whom they had met 3 months before.
And hold on there, the same Prime Minister who traveled to Washington to meet with people of the State Department about, according to him, names of Jamaican shipping guns to Jamaica, no sir?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So the Prime Minister.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in essence, you have to look at that part of it. If Andrew Holness was so concerned about really securing our borders after being contacted by, the relevant authorities, he would have not sent Horace Chang to it. Because we know that Andrew Holness love for there in the front and center of everything, where he can get some clout off of. Yes, my G. He's a man where he's a clout man. Anything will make you PR and he look good, he want to be at the front of the center of it. So if Andrew really wanted to have some dynamic change in securing our borders, he would have jumped on to that, ladies and gentlemen. And that's my opinion. Tell me what you guys think, but let's continue.
The Minister responded, the Prime Minister's office responded, go back and go talk to the minister, the same person who talked to 3 months ago and he no respond to him. Go back and talk to him, man, right? That was October 9th.
No, ladies and gentlemen, in Jamaica, them call this merry-go-round. If you are serious about borders coming, the Prime Minister's office, serious about spending a proposal,
we ask you to October 11th. The Minister of National Security responded and acknowledged receiving the proposal 3 months earlier. Yeah, sent an email and he said, yes, we received your email that we asked you to send to us with the proposal. We received it 3 months ago. And that was it.
3 months ago, them get the proposal. Listen to the proposal.
So tell me something now, Mr. Rattigan.
Listen to the proposal.
As a retired former FBI special agent.
You hear that?
When you read...
Retired former special FBI agent. That is Mr. Rattigan, the gentleman in the glasses. Well, the one in the blue shirt.
All of this, sir. It's your problem, not mine, but I have to answer the question. When you read all of this, Mr. Rattigan, what does that say to you? Does that look like the Jamaican government wanted to solve crime in Jamaica?
No.
You know, when I'm looking at the timeline and I'm looking at the communications between them, between Secure Port and the government, I have to say no, they're not interested because here it is that you and by the way, Mr. President, but by the way, they went to the U.S. government, and said, listen, we need help because too much guns and drugs are coming and we need help.
Right.
And it is my understanding that they even send a man to Southcom, right, where the military have them satellites and things, scan the Caribbean. Them send a man if you go watch and see what go on. The man they must be blind because plane a flying in Jamaica like it about a style and a crash land and not at all. Nothing. So they go to the Americans and say, we need help. The Americans say, okay, fine, we don't need help. Here is somebody that we use. Here is somebody that we think would be useful for your purposes to protect your borders. Remember, we go ask them, we ask the Americans for help. And them say, okay, here it is.
Context
so when the man them come and the man them show them what them can do. When the man them show them, I don't know, DBDB security people, them,
right.
Most of these people who work for security port, they're retired federal agents. Whether them come from Homeland Security, FBI, DEA, ATF, whatever. That's their composition. That's how they make up, right? So they know about security. So the man them tell them the things them can do. I don't know if it frighten them and them say no.
Oh yes, Ratty frighten them because they don't want them to come in there, Remember the former world class ministers, FBI is coming on to investigate SSL, So they don't want that in there because if that ever happens, God help them,
No. So from 2018, nothing. Government not dealing with security.
Wow.
Now, I am going to show you the proposal.
Listen to this.
But before I show you the proposal, I'm going to give you the conclusion first. I'm going to give you the conclusion that I show you. I want you to tell me,
Marlon, good morning.
Mr. Jeffrey Tavares and all of our family members in the chat who can talk to it. I want to take phone call from the program. I want you to tell me, because it costs money now. It costs money. I want you to tell me how much money Secure Report was charging Jamaica to put this technologically advanced system in the airport. And by the way, this system, you could also use it at the ports. I want you to tell me how much money you think security. Them money there. Tell me how much.
About 50 million US, Jamaican.
You get one. Come in, people, don't talk to me, you know. This is the part where we need, you know, it's interactive. Come in, talk to me. How much money you think Secure Report did that charge Jamaica for putting in the system?
This is the banger right there. Look how much money they want to charge him. This is the banger.
$3 billion.
$100 million.
Anthony G said less than 1 trillion. That is.
Yo,
Anthony, you know,
easy.
Pastor Ricky, 100. HOE, 5 billion. Then if US or Jamaica, that. Petra, 2.5. Fenija, I'd say what? 100 million. All right. Joycelyn, Freedom, OT. Come at the front of the class. Monica, come at the front of the class.
Come at the front of the class, people.
This is how much them that charge Jamaica.
Listen, $0.
Hold on, Ratty. Zero?
Zero.
Oh, there is no money even for them to thief.
Zero.
No money at all.
Here's how the deal was structured.
Listen to his deal.
Secure Report said, this will cost the Jamaican people and the Jamaican government zero. Here's how we all make our money.
Listen.
The tourists that come to Jamaica, if the airline ticket costs $200, we have to put on a like a $5 on each ticket. So we'll make our money. We'll make our money off of international travelers coming to Jamaica. And them now go feel it because remember them used to charge departure tax, you know. And you have to pay it when you leave, you know. Now they put it on the ticket so you don't feel it. Because them used to have problems with people say, me no money. I'm more right. So them money they don't charge them. They don't charge international travelers coming to Jamaica. So they don't put like a $5 on each ticket. And cricket, Jamaican government said, no, we need nothing, we don't know. We don't want nothing from you. Here's the agreement. I have the slide presentation. But
Mark Golding, Dr. Dayton Campbell, needing to investigate this claim by Mr. Will Rattigan. Of course, he's a retired FBI agent, so I don't disbelieve what he's saying. And he showed the documentation as well, so there's nothing to believe or disbelieve. Dr. Dayton Campbell, Mr. Mark Golding, people share this live. I'm glad that Sharon called me and raised up back this issue. I need to do a whole live stream on it again because this is truly Jamaica in crisis. How is it that we have a Minister of Security, of National Security, and the Prime Minister neglecting the security of our borders? How can you get a deal of $0? We would pay nothing from our tax dollars, the Jamaican purse, for these persons' expertise. You heard what they said. All they would do is use the money from the people that are coming in. Do you think we'd have a travel advisory issue? Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick, where I deal with? Sassy, what's up? Do you think we'd have a travel advisory issue where people are afraid to come to Jamaica if we had our border secure? What would happen is that tourism would be boosting even more, and that company getting the $5 off every single flight that is taken to Jamaica would be more than properly compensated. You understand? So there was no excuse for the government, and there is no excuse for the Jamaica. I would love to hear them explain this. I would love to hear this issue be brought up by the media, mainstream media. I'm calling on other vloggers. If you have come across this, I would love for you guys to raise this, right? It shouldn't be just me that finds this very, very alarming. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is insane. Let's continue.
But I won't show that. I'll just show you the agreement itself, the proposal. All right. See chat. Let me dig you up.
$0, y'all. $0.
And you're going to see the things that man have a plan for do. All right, here we go.
So
See that?
what Ratigan is showing right now is the actual documentation. All right, if you guys want to see this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the link to it in the chat.
Secure port. It means that they're going to secure ports, airports, seaports, whatever. Right? But this one had to deal with airports, right? I remember now people.
All right, before I'm going to the structure of the deal and showing the deal, ladies and gentlemen, I'm live on both platforms. Listen up. I want the labor right them. I want the labor right them to explain to me why is it that a company that the USA uses to secure their borders effectively when it comes to drug smuggling and gun smuggling and all of these things. Why is it that that entity was allegedly, and it's not alleged because he's showing the report on the screen right now. Why is it that allegedly that company offered the Jamaican government a charge of $0 to implement this technology in our ports and everywhere? Why is it that they did not take that offer? As Mr. Rattigan is explaining, the offer entails that they would make their money off travel. And doesn't that make sense? If you're going to secure our borders more effectively, wouldn't the traveling it would benefit travel, like you would have more people traveling to Jamaica because now, the USA can boast that Jamaica is now a safe hub where, not a lot of guns being smuggled in Jamaica. Or none of that thing, no drugs, crime is going down. So once crime is going down, we can say, all right, more travel. It just benefits the country. A lot of crime does not benefit the country. Corruption doesn't benefit the country. What this is saying to me is, ladies and gentlemen, like Mr. Tavares asked, Rattigan, is this government serious about our security and border protection? And my answer is a resounding no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm going to let him go into the document a little bit, and then we're going to move to something else, all right?
Jamaica have how much airports again? Somebody says 7. I'm going to get it right. 17. Good.
Hold on, Mr. Rattigan. Do you know why they didn't want this company to come in? I'll tell you one of the reasons why. A well-known Jamaican company, well-known, big company bringing all kind of something, have a port for themselves when neither the JDF nor the JCF goes there. And that is the reason why I didn't want that company to come to Jamaica. And many other reasons. Go ahead, sir.
All right. So here it is, and it's a proposal to the government.
I'll tell you one of the reasons why. A well-known Jamaican company, well-known, big company bringing all kind of something, have a port for themselves when neither the JDF nor the JCF goes there.
What must say? Mr. Sometimes you do a video, but you miss one part. What Mr. Tavares really just say a while ago? Which company, I need to call him? I will call him and ask him which company he matter about. Which Jamaican company matter about where the JCF nor the JDF don't go there? To feed them ports. Which company that? What's up? Yeah, man, the place lock, man. People, I want to know which company Mr. Tavares is talking about.
I'll tell you one of the reasons why. A well-known Jamaican company, well-known, big company bringing all kind of something, have a port for themselves when neither the JDF nor the JCF goes there. And that is the reason why I didn't want that company to come into Jamaica, and many other reasons.
Jamaica is in crisis. If what Mr. Jeffrey Tavares is saying is true, we are in serious hot water. We in a serious hot water, people. Serious hot water. Wait, Mr. Allen Bernard. The command on the show all night, huh? That's what's up. Hey, watch Pinks. Pinks not easy, you know. Pinks come in our full uniform. Mystic Sensation just dropped that video a while ago. Watch Pinks. Mr. Alan Bernard. Yo, big up. No, seriously, Sassy D. Me stuck, you know. The video pretty much there almost at the end, but there's a company that has a port that the JCF and the JDF don't go. Marky G, African firm then story. You have to, there's so much work for you to do, sir. Mark Golden and the PMP, there's so much work for you guys to do. You guys have to intervene. Which company is operating a port that the JCF and the JDF don't go? On what grounds? How do they inspect and make sure, say, without the JCF and the JDF? This is dangerous.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. So here it is, and it's a proposal to the government of Jamaica.
This is dangerous.
For civil aviation and immigration security services, right? This is the main office, but like I said to you, there's one out on 495. If you know the DMV, you see it out there. And see it here, proposal to the Jamaican government, and it blah 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 blah. Tell you all of them things there. Let's just go through some of the things then. All right. Oh, first of all, I could go to the testimonials and awards. I could go write this up. So we're trying to stand on the little DBDB people then here. All right.
Big company.
Wait there.
So this secure report, the company, them link with overseas entities like. Hey, Marky G bill for this, man. Marky G bill for this. May I tell you, it only gonna show him worth more. And Mark Golden not gonna stay in a power for long, you know. He's not power hungry. Man, I'll go home to your wife. And you know, you having grand pit with them. So, he not stay, he's a family man, you know. He not stay in a power for long. Just gotta make sure say legislation then put in place so the country can run good. So we don't know about corruption and anything there. Like what go on right now with the government. He's not gonna stay in a, he not stay in a power more than 2 terms. I tell you that. He not stay in a power more than 2 terms. He not have a desire to do it. He really doesn't. You know, he's a humble brother who just want to see better for people, man. You know, what gonna be the biggest challenge is the constitutional reform. The constitutional reform is gonna be the biggest challenge, because it's gonna need the contribution of the opposition. You understand? That's gonna be the biggest challenge, the constitutional reform. But as the constitution is right now, it's cool. It just needs some tweakings. We have to move away from the king or the queen, the monarch, the slave owners them completely. You understand? We need to move away from the Privy Council and use the CCJ as our final court. None of we as Jamaican can access the Privy Council, you know. 99% of Jamaica cannot access the Privy Council. You have to be a multi-millionaire if you go to the Privy Council. If you never believe Vybz Kartel is a multi-millionaire, the fact that he could afford to go to the Privy Council tells you everything that you need to know. It's a whole heap of money you take. You understand? We say, where is the private or secret place? I don't know, no. I don't know where Mr. Tavares is talking about, but I'm going to call him. And I'm going to play the tape and say, sir, Mr. Jeffrey Tavares, which company when I talk about when I say this? Because me want to know which company JSF and JDF can go. And them want port where things come in. Remember, say them find how much gun at one place around Desmond Mackenzie constituency what there, you know. I know we don't know who own that the blouse and skirt where place, you know. They don't want to tell me. Any arrest made? Did you guys hear anything else in the news? Okay. Stay prayed up here, people. We say him up on Ratty right now, very upset. Ratty don't mean what going. Hey, one thing with Sassy, you know, Sassy is a multitask, you know. Sassy I watch me and I watch Rattigan see.
Everybody, it was called the Little Fishing Village.
Oh, they might talk about the beach access from Mr. Rastamania. We know say the beach access they might talk about. Very important. Very important.
Back in the days, I remember a good friend of mine. We grew up together. Her parents own a scuba diving place on the 7 Mile Beach in Negril. Dr. Karen Guinier. Dr. Guinier and I used to put on Christmas tree in Negril. Right in Negril, come in the center of the Negril roundabout. And I remember one time she came and said to me, Jeffrey, we need to do something, you know. And I said to her, do what? She said to me, so we need to write an article about Negril. And she and I sit down and we talk about it. Karen went and wrote the article. And that is why I remember, if I knew I was going to talk about it, I have the article until this blessed day. The Little Fishing Village of Negril. It was in the Western Mirror back in the days. It's not now the people of Jamaica is suffering from accessing their beaches. It's not now people who born and grow. I tell you something, you know. A cousin of mine was standing on the beach that we own. And police come here and tell us you have to move. As a matter of fact, my brother, he's not living up here. My brother, police came to lock him up from off his own family beach.
What?
His own family beach.
What is going on, bro? Jamaica is not a real place. I kid you not. Jamaica is not a real place. Did I hear that a while ago?
Let's just show you what is going on in Negril and other places of Jamaica. And none of these politicians will not come and speak for the Jamaican people. Because you know why? They're getting kickback. Who now get hotel room when hotel finish? Get money in a pocket. And who now get high-rise presidential suite from Spanish investors? We know about it. And that is why you will not speak for the hotelier, you will not speak for the people who are working in hotels or the beaches, the people who want to walk the beaches in Negril. Dr. Taylor, take over from me also, because honestly, this is getting to me.
No, I really want you're talking about corruption that they
Kira Wallace. in America.
And I don't know how I'm going to tell people where I'm from, but this is a topic that is dear to my heart.
Yeah.
My childhood days in.
Yeah, I gotta record this. Yeah, I gotta record this. This is wow. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Sassy. Thank you, Sassy.
Teenagers are building businesses with
Yeah, I
AI,
gotta record
while the
this.
only AI you know is ChatGPT.
Let's be real. Most people over 40 use ChatGPT
Thank you.
In place. It just makes governance corrupt around the space. Them pay to be at the hotel.
Highway. Before they sell out it to all those.
Man, I mean, so you know the information operate that the coastline. It days.
I want to cut you there, Doctor.
All right, that's all. Cut him right, that's all. Not physically cut him, but cut it. Shout out to Damien Crawford. Wow. Wow. Woo! Lord of mercy. Oh, where there? Where y'all going with? Yeah, man. Bartender, well at all, sir. She just come from hospital about an hour ago. I think you wanna come fit in for her, no? Me? Yeah. hey, besides me see your father, I want to say, I want if I emergency team, a man call. Yo, I say, wait. You know what I mean? Cause me I say, yo, them a day I not see you at all. I once in a blue moon, me see you. Yeah, alright, so. Alright, people, here we are going now. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to look at one tree, you know. Yeah. I don't want to look at one tree, you know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's a brother Bolo VNR. And shout out to Sassy D for the heads up on this one. On the Will Rattigan show, we have Mr. Jeffrey Tavares. It's funny that I was talking about him on my live because he said something in an old video with Mr. Will Rattigan that I need to call him about, right? But in this one, they're talking about the beach access. And you're going to hear a very passionate Jeffrey Tavares. And usually he's like that, but this one, it kind of a little bit more. There's a little bit more to it, I can tell, for him. And as he tells his story, he's clearly very, very upset about what is taking place in our country where the lack of beach access is concerned. And of course, we all know that, when it comes on to the Constitution, we have certain rights and certain privileges, but a lot of us don't know our rights, and a lot of us are not educated, and I say us because I'm in that group as well. I want to say shout out to Mr. Isaac Buchanan, listening to him as a lawyer, somebody that is really actively fighting for the little man, his entire team. He does it in real life. He really does it in real life. And I've learned so much from him. Mark Golden as well, Miss Senator Donna Scott Motley, those legislators. I've learned a lot. The People's National Party overall, because, they always, when it comes out to the Constitution, they are on point. Dr. Dayton Campbell, the entire team, the legal team of the People's National Party, thank you so much. Now, this is a sore issue, ladies and gentlemen, in Jamaica. I never thought I'd live to see the day where, beach access would be a real issue, where we can't access our beaches. I cannot believe that this is Jamaica. Where I'm from, I've always had beach access. And I'm telling you, the restrictions are quite real. And some people don't really care, because they don't understand what is taking place. These beach properties are valued in the billions of dollars. You understand? And in the Constitution, you as a Jamaican, you have the right to those beach accesses. In many other countries in the Caribbean, hotels are not afforded to build their hotels on the beach itself or that close to the beach. You have to be a little bit inland because of the Beach Access Act. Yes? That governs the Constitution. So, without any further ado, I know I babbled a little bit, but just to give you full context of what is. Once you see this Rastaman on the screen, Mr. Devon Taylor, he has been the face pretty much in Portland, everywhere. He has been fighting. He has been a part of the group that is bringing awareness. I said awareness. What the hell? Awareness. That's funny. Awareness. Yo, what am I talking about? He has been one of the people that has been bringing awareness to people all around Jamaica. He's been a part of peaceful protests, and he's just been laying down the law in terms of that. And it's no coincidence that he's a Rasta. He reminds me of one of my family members that is also an activist. I don't really readily talk about my family to protect them and to protect me as well. But yeah, I do have family that are activists in this way as well. Very, very integrally involved. You understand? Anyway, let's get to this, ladies and gentlemen, and hear what Mr. Tavares has to say.
I want to cut you there, Dr. Taylor. You mentioned something about our childhood days, my childhood days in Negril. And I don't know, I'm going to tell people where I'm from, but this is a topic that is dear to my heart. I remember when all of us, I'm looking at the group of us now. At that time, Negril was Negril. We used to have beach party every single Sunday on the 7 Mile Beach in Negril. Before they sell out it to all those people of the affluent society who may come all over the place and buy beachfront and to put up hotels. We used to have, we start from Negril Square with the bike, and the girls in the back of the bike with them bath suit on the 7 Mile Beach, going all the way up. I want to go up there. My uncle is either cooking or somebody is cooking. We enjoy ourselves every single Sunday. No, that can't happen again.
Beach is just the best, yo. I'm telling you.
Right about that.
And the fact of the matter is, when you look on the Negril Community Center, is a damn disgrace. Negril, who has developed tourism in this country, successive government neglect Negril, and the people of Negril who build Negril to where Negril is. And you have some people of hotels on the 7 and emotional. This government neglect Negril, and the people of Negril who build Negril to where Negril is. And you have some people who have hotels on the 7 and the western strip of Negril. Don't remember that is the poor class of Negrilians who have hotels on the western strip.
Yes.
Welcome them. Allow them to have what they have now. For them to be going all over the place and chatting nonsense. It hurt me. It hurt me to see where my beloved community have become.
Wow.
Some people cannot walk the 7 Mile Beach.
That's crazy.
But let me make this clear. I want to see which man which hotelier, which sandals, which swept away, which hedonism, which grand leader gonna stop this boy from walking the 7 Mile beach in Negril when me born and grow? My neighbor string plant, they don't come there by aeroplane. I came to Negril by labor pain. And I want to see who's gonna stop me from walking the 7 Mile beach in Negril. I said this to one for Vatican a couple months ago, you know. I said what we need to do is to gather up some money and put it on a billboard in Times Square that the Negril people don't have access to their beaches. That Negril people have access to running water.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Do is to gather up some money and put it on a billboard in Times Square that the Negril people don't have access to their beaches. That Negril people have access to running water. Because of the people who believe that they're ahead of us and they come on ears and they spear pure lies and propaganda. Many people cannot walk the 7 Mile beach in Negril. Many Negrilians who born and grow in Negril cannot walk the 7 Mile beach in Negril. And I dare nobody come and tell me so nothing go so.
Help, help. We see out of the letter.
Need divine intervention.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
But listen to me. Big up the government. Respect. But you see me? The truth is just the truth. I have to respect it. Our country now run right. Our country now run right. All who believe me must have blank say blow. So what you're saying, Dr. Taylor, is the truth. And the people must stand up. The people now must stand up and demand that we will not stand by anymore and allow those who believe that they're governing us to serve us some walk over 7 Mile beaches, whether it be Negril or wherever. The Jamaican people must have access to the beaches. And it's full time to stop selling out this country to those people who don't mean Negril or Jamaica any good. Dr. Taylor can go on, but it's your continuous, you're a guest.
No.
So, you heard our brother, Mr. Jeffrey Tavares. And it's you know, Negril, you have situations in Ocherous, White River, Portland, the Blue Lagoon, many different situations all over Jamaica. And I know for me personally, I can give you my experience. I only have one bad experience at the beach. One bad experience. And that was not even my fault. That was somebody else that pretty much the bad experience was them destroying the experience at the beach that we had to leave early. I may have elephant memory. If I give them a move on as a family member, but that is the only bad experience I've had at the beach. Water is my peace. Water is my meditative element. I float on the water, my mind becomes clear, and I just merge with it, and I just float there and I meditate. I have the most fun in water. The beach means a lot. The beach means a lot. And it pisses me off to see that locals don't get the right in terms of access to beach privilege. Foreigners come here, and because they're staying at a hotel, they don't have to pay to go into these beaches. But me, that born here, as him say, neighbor string cut here, I have to pay to go into the beach. It is wrong. If the foreigner not paying, I shouldn't pay either. As a matter of fact, me not paying should be mandatory. If you want to charge a foreigner, that's your business. I'm not saying charge a foreigner, you know. I'm saying if you want to charge a foreigner, that's your business. But you can't charge me, and I come from here. I was born here. You know what I mean? That gotta change. That has to change. And if you notice, you know, the community centers, the basketball, the football, all of those things, the police, youth club, those centers in the communities, you notice that most of them is inactive? Do you guys notice that? It is, listen, when it comes to crime fighting, those zones right there is crime prevention zones. When you have the cricket and the football tournament them, and the police them integrally involved in all of that, right? You have the police them now. They know, oh, that a Mass Joe's son and have a relationship. You know, there's a human aspect to it and then a respect based off those interactions. You understand what I'm saying? I know it's kind of hard from the beach, but it's a part of it. It's a social, it's a social environment that allows a getaway, just a hussa moment. Those beaches are extremely important. The rivers, extremely important. So to have a government that is going against our constitutional laws, selling off these properties to these big hoteliers, and then blocking off the beaches all around the island. Oh, and by the way, you heard that the Prime Minister said that they are going to do whatever about it, when all he has to do is use a pen and it will change immediately. That's the power that the Prime Minister has. The access to beach, all he has to do is use a pen, just a pen, and it changes. What it is right now, it will change. It will benefit the people of Jamaica. But what has he chosen to do? He has chosen to trick us into believing that it is not that simple, and offer more promises. And then we know about him and promises. The 100-day promise, none of those fulfilled. You can't take any promise from him. You understand? Can't take no promise from him. It's sad, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. So you guys let me know what you think about Mr. Jeffrey Tavares' position. You know, you heard the call. The call is, it is time for us to stand up, ladies and gentlemen. And I say us because it has to be a united effort. All well-thinking Jamaicans have to unite on every single issue that we actually want to change in our country. You understand? No. Every single issue that we actually have in our society. You understand? We need to change it. And the only way to change it is unity, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? So, again, let me know what you think in the comment section, alright? Big up on yourself. Alright, I have less than 2 hours left before I have to go live again. So, break. I got a break there. I did 2.5 hours. Hey, shout out to y'all. I wasn't... It's more that I have to cover, but there's just too much. And it is what it is, you know. I gotta go. So, big up Sassy and everybody that came through. Winifred, big up yourself. Fix it, big up. Patrick, Monsieur General Gloria, big up. You understand? Miss Rehearsed Spontaneity. Special shout out to you. That's one of my day ones motivator right there. Encourager. Number one hype person. Lloyd Fang, big up. Celine, East Portland, big up. Alkebulan, big up yourself. Esther, one of the first persons to type in the chat. The word is love, ladies and gentlemen. See you at 6 p.m. See? I'm out.